Rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker, 6 on my chest.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the Broncos sideline, get a look at their head coach. He leads one of the league's best teams this season, a perfect 5-0 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach for the Chiefs. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're off from Arrowhead. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Motion man sent left. Working on 1st down. Cut out left. Down the sideline, past the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. I'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Buying some time left. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
A 400-plus-yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
And And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
60 Bison.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Past the 60. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll throw, third and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Hand off now from the gun. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Cowboy 80.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to it. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
18, 5 in.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
19, 5.
They'll throw for it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points.
The kicker on
So, Brock, this
fourth down.
offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. So they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Number 86.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
2nd and 10.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
One of the tight ends motions right. Back now, pressure coming. Complete out to the right. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment.
Okay, ready?
About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both tote the ball as a runner.
Massive hits. The ball's out. And the Broncos corral it. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. And man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to another. You just feel that energy being sucked out of them. And to not take advantage of it just stings that much more. As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
The give here on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
They'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw in that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Top low 18!
Trying to throw this from the gun. By the pylon. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Let's go now! Get in the line!
Here's a give on first and goal. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
He gets it again. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Stopped at the line on 2nd. Need to fight forward 2 more yards here on 3rd and goal.
19, Charger, 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Back to throw now. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. Gets it to his fullback. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Air it out on 3rd. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
It really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Going to let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Throwing this one back of the end zone. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves.
Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of them into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with...
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. So we'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now, where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. Blown back, it's the handoff. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Okay, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he was able to throw that ball right over their heads.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Shotgun snap. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. They dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Running back sent in motion.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Still going through the 25. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory.
Ready, set.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll run now on second down. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Okay,
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Come on, come on. Cut 19, 18.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes since breaking the right coverage with a much bigger...
He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos piling onto the scoreboard yet again. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling onto this lead.
Chiefs 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's got it over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target. And you know if you can hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Reload.
He'll call his own number. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have fourth and goal after the break. It's the Chiefs who have possession, and they've got to get to work. They're in a massive hole. Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Desperation time here. Cut near the goal line. And he won't make the marker. If they rally to him in time, that's going to be a turnover on down. All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for even bigger, chunky yardage.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for Broncos 1st down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Fits it through the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Because offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate. Because now, that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Man, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the gun on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on, set.
A give now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? Can you smell it? That running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Another carry for it. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's a throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.